Okay guys, I've had some setbacks and interesting things happening, which is going to be coming another video for you guys because I'd like to talk about that. But up until now and leading to this special event, the Woojer has been tested, the Woojer has been tried, the Woojer has been played. Let's talk about it. Alright, so moving on to getting ready to run the Woojer for the first time. First thing, of course, you're going to need to do is plug it in and charge it via either the power adapter or the USB-C. This is up to you, whether you plug it into a PC to charge or plug it in via the house charger. I plugged it with the house charger. And then, of course, there's the setup. Now, the setup, it was quite tricky because I tried to do things the tech, no matter what you think, way. I even made a few phone calls, and boy, I could not get it to work. Anyway, I got on support with Woojer, as they were great to respond to me, and this was all done on a weekend of anything where they're not even working, and they chatted back and forth. The guy, Ryan, was really, really good, and then of course he walked me through a few setups. Now, one thing you're going to need is a software that's called, or at least something like the software, and that is called Voicemeeter. Now, Voicemeeter is a program that you would run in the background that will actually combine your headset and your vest as one device. Now, that's what I was trying to do through Windows, and Windows was supposed to audio mix, and if anybody knows how to do that, I'm good on you. I could not get it to work, and that would be having basically two sets of different headsets, USB or via Bluetooth or whatever. So you would have two separate headsets putting out the same audio at the same time to two different heads. Not as easy as you think, but Voicemeeter fixes that situation. So one thing I did notice, if you launch Voicemeeter and your vest is not ready, it will flash and tell you in red that it could not find the Woojer vest. Once you have that stuff all set up, your light will go from green to blue. I was going to go Bluetooth, but being close, you're not going to be far away on anything you're doing with this. It's just easier to plug into USB, and it's a much easier setup. Once your light is blue, start up your software, the Voicemeeter, and it'll detect your headphones. Mine was the Artist 5 from SteelSeries and the Woojer vest. Once combined, down in the bottom of your toolbar, you will have another setting. Instead of vest or headphones or speakers, you'll have Voicemeeter. You select Voicemeeter, and that now becomes your default audio for your games. Once the two are combined and merged and you've tested it, whether it's via YouTube or playing your games, you will have the setting to go default. Some will show you the Voicemeeter in there as a selection, but if you select default and this is set up as your default, as I've been told, pretty much I went through playing Fortnite, I was playing Forza, and Call of Duty Cold War, and all these games allowed me to at least select default audio. So there was no issue. Actually, I pretty much just booted into all the games and all my presets that I had already set, and the Woojer vest and everything was fully functional. So I didn't even have to go in and change anything. It just was already set to default and just worked. So that made it easy as far as that went. So now, what did I think about it? Well, overall comfort now, I'm perfectly fine with. I got contacted by Woojer. They told me, to release the straps up top, and it was a my bad. I didn't release the straps here, giving me that extra breathing room. After I did that, the vest feels perfectly comfortable. I don't feel confined. I feel fine. You can actually set it kind of loose-ish, and you still feel everything. If you want the real, actual, full-featured function of this, make it snug and feel everything much better. Now, it was quite interesting while driving, of course. Anything that's bass related, the road while driving, you're going to feel the vibration continuously as you would kind of in a car. So it gives you that real-ish experience, which was really cool, where I could see if you're running the Oculus Rift S or HTC Vive, I could see where that would come in very handy. That would give you a very immersive feeling. Now, how did it feel when I got into the seat? Well, when I put the vest on and sat in the seat, once you get in and put the vest, because it may move, down where you want it, the vest feels like your seat back. In fact, very firm seat back, which gives you that extra feel of being more supported. And I found the vest was perfectly fine. I was worried and curious how it was going to feel once you're already in that form-fitting seat, adding a vest to it. I had no issues. And I am 200 pounds, not exactly fat. Don't comment below. But I found that the vest was perfectly fine. Now, once you have your software, everything out of the way, you're now racing, then you decide you want to go over to your shooter at your main PC, and what does that feel like? Well, it was quite interesting. First, I started with Fortnite, and, well, I landed over by the lake, and I figured, oh, better do some fishing, get some weapons, whatever. I wanted to know what exactly it was like when I caught a fish. What was the feel? And it was like a little vert, and I was like, oh, cool. And it gave me that weird experience that I'm actually starting to feel like I'm actually in the game. And I'm thinking, how gimmicky is this vest after all? Well, I gotta say that my play experience was quite good. So, playing Fortnite, a few explosions, everything just gets intensified in the vest. There's no hard hit or any weird, you're not going to get hurt. I have a bad back, and my spine hurts when I'm playing sometimes, and so on, and this did not intensify any of those pains. So that was good. There's nothing in this vest that's going to hurt you. Now, I did feel a little off, but that is my concussion symptoms, I would believe. That would make the vibrations from the vest make me feel a little odd when I was finished playing. Kind of like if you were playing on a VR system and not quite used to it. So, in that aspect, if you have a concussion, you might feel a little odd when you're done. Other than that, though, nothing really serious to worry about. It's just basically speakers vibrating into you to give you that submersive feel that was kind of missing in a game, but most people just won't know or enjoy that because without this vest, you're not going to know what that feeling is actually like. So if you know anybody that has this vest, I highly recommend that you try it out for sure and see if that is for you. Now in the VR world, I can see where this vest is a massive, if you are a huge VRer and you want to really be immersed in that experience, I highly recommend this vest. If you're just sitting down watching YouTube, like I tried to with some hip hop and stuff, and you just want to feel that bass and stuff, I would call that gimmicky. I would not buy a $500 vest to feel vibrations from the bass in my music. Just not going to happen. But I can see where this vest is very useful. Now, in Fortnite as well, before I move on, I beat up a bus and had the bus explode. I felt the explosion. It was kind of very neat. Like, I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. Then I moved over to Call of Duty. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to try some racing, some Fortniting, and the other popular game, of course, the Call of Duty Cold War or Warzone or whatever you wish to call it. And Call of Duty was quite interesting. So I went in and I played me against some bots, of course, because I suck. I wanted to try what this vest is like in what I would call more of a, I'm going to say a man's game, Wow. Pulling up the gun in the game and taking the shots. The vibration goes with it. You're getting that feel that you're taking the shots. You get hit. You feel it. If there's shots going off in the distance, as you're getting closer to it, the intensification of the vibration from the vest actually intensifies. that was absolutely awesome. It really gave me an immersive feeling of that game. In fact, that game was probably the highlight of me playing with the vest on. I thought it was, and this is without VR. I did nothing with the VR on. I know the VR is sitting here, and that is because most people are going to want to immerse this with it, and I get that. And I believe that is a real good way to do this. If you are a huge VR, this is definitely something you probably want to get a taste of. But anyway, not to make this too long or too short, because I want to make sure that you understand where I'm coming from with this. This vest was a ton of fun. I am going to definitely leave a link for anybody that is looking for this device to definitely buy it. I mean, if this is what you're looking for, I have nothing bad to say about it. I can't say, I guess the only thing that I could say that was gimmicky in my opinion was playing music while wearing this. If that's the case, you might want to try the belt or something like that if you really want to feel your music. Other than that, Call of Duty was very immersive. I felt like I was playing the game for the first time. It was quite interesting. To me, the vest is probably out of my price range for something that I would have for gaming, but in my situation, I don't think it's necessary. Now, as I move forward in the VR world, who knows? Once I start doing a lot of VR, maybe I'm going to really immerse myself in it and want that whole feeling. And this is getting close to Player One. Remember that movie, Player One? This has been brought up even sometimes in the comments. This is getting close. We're getting the vest to start feeling the game. Soon, maybe Woojer will make a suit to make you feel the game. And Woojer, be careful, because if you make a suit that's going to make us feel the game, I really don't want to feel the game. I can't take too much punishment. So anyway, guys, I hope I was descriptive enough. I hope that I've given you the information that you guys were waiting for. I did have a hard time. I will go over that in another video. It wasn't Woojer's fault. It was a system fault of what happened. And I'm going to go over that because I think that needs to be talked about. So that'll be an up-and-coming video for sure. I just was not happy. But anyway, guys, till next time, I do give the Woojer Vest a thumbs up. It was fun to play via the vest. It definitely was. Till next time, guys, this is Paul, your host with the mostest, and game over, guys.